Tonight on 12, a terrifying shotgun robbery at a Bronx restaurant caught on camera. Now police are hunting for the two armed robbers. Family of a blind woman who was stabbed and thrown off a Bronx building roof is speaking out this evening. And the Bronx is abuzz with opening day. We've got team coverage of both the Yankees and Mets' first games of the season. Your news starts right now.
As local news gets, News 12, the Bronx.
Thanks for joining us this Monday evening. I'm Kevin McKay. People in Fordham are on high alert after two armed men rob a local restaurant, and it's all caught on camera. Our Amy Yancey is using Mobile 12 technology and has the details. Amy.
Kevin, it's business as usual at this Kennedy Fried Chicken you see behind me, but just last Thursday, it was a completely different story. Take a look at this shocking surveillance video. It shows the two men walking into the Creston Avenue store. One of the suspects brazenly waving his shotgun. He even pumps the weapon at one point. His accomplice jumps on top of the counter and struggles with the cash register. At one point, an onlooker walks by the store and the suspect once again flashes his gun. The two men eventually make it out of the store with about $500 in that cash register, but not before frightening the store workers that are afraid to talk on camera. But people in the neighborhood say they're shocked this happened on such a busy neighborhood.
Oh, I'm scared. Get me scared, you know, to come back here, because here I pass every day. Every day I go here because I go to sit at the corner there. You know, and then when we pass, you know, then we're going across this way. And we're going home because I live at Walton Avenue. And Walton Avenue is the next street there.
Now, Kevin, police describe the suspects as two black men. One of them is in his 30s. He's 5'9" and weighs about 180 pounds. The other is in his 40s. They describe him as a heavy-set man, and he's about 6 feet tall. If you recognize them from the video, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS. All calls are confidential. In Fordham, Amy Yancey. Kevin, sending it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Amy. Stay on that for us. All right, Chris Nallen staying on the weather. Had a beautiful day to start off with, Chris, but boy, did it change.
Kevin, it changed so much. If you were outside a few hours ago, it was nice and toasty. And look at this now. We're back into the 40s. So definitely a little bit of a bite when you step out the door. Shocking colder temperatures now moving throughout the area. Throgs Neck into the 40s, Bronx Zoo, 45. The wind's now shifting out of the west-northwest. That is a colder wind coming on down from Canada. And we are seeing some of those showers with that frontal boundary that is moving on through. You can see some light areas of green that are moving on through. Everything that moves on through will be on the lighter side. Notice back to the west and north, some drier air that will slide on through throughout the evening as well. So by midnight, a mostly clear sky. Temperatures though at 41 degrees, 33 by the AM rush, 42 by your lunch hour tomorrow. Your complete 7-day forecast, that is coming up in just a few minutes from now.
Thanks, Chris. Brother of a Melrose woman who was allegedly killed after being thrown off the roof of her apartment building is speaking out, describing his sister's struggles with drugs. Our Rich Barabi is on White Plains Road with an interview you'll only see on 12.
Kevin, speaking to us at his family's church, Joseph Hurd painfully details his sister's long battle with drug abuse and the connection that struggle may have had to the grisly circumstances surrounding her murder. 49-year-old Andrea Hurd was killed last week. Her killer was found inside her apartment building sleeping after he allegedly stabbed the blind woman to death and threw her body off of the roof of her Melrose apartment building and into the adjacent alley. Joseph says his sister struggled through a life of heartbreak, from incarceration to the murder of their mother and the realization that she had been infected with the HIV virus at the age of 17. He says just last month, police were called to clear out a drug operation that was being run out of her apartment. He says he believes she was being taken advantage of and was paid in drugs for the use of her home. Joseph says Andrea's family did what they could to try and break her free from a vicious drug-induced cycle.
I got a phone call 2 days before this phone call that told me that they're waiting for a signature. And then they would remove my sister out of the building and put her in a safe location where she can have around-the-clock service. And that's what our family wanted.
Last week, police arrested 35-year-old DeVale Stevens in connection with Hurd's murder. He's now facing a slew of charges, including second-degree murder and manslaughter. We'll have much more from the Hurd family later on tonight. Rich Barabi, News 12, The Bronx.
Opening day in the borough as the Yankees host the rival Red Sox at the stadium. A lot of new faces in pinstripes when they provide results on day one. Dan Serafin is here now with highlights. I guess the answer to that is
Yes, for highlights, not very many of them if you're a Yankee fan. And those Yankee fans that are worried heading into this season, well, Kevin, opening day did absolutely nothing to squash those fears. Perhaps they've grown, actually. 7 of the 9 players in the Yankee opening day batting lineup weren't there a season ago for the first time since opening day of 2001. No Derek Jeter. Also missing Alex Rodriguez, Curtis Granderson, Mark Teixeira. Lots of injuries, lots of question marks, more than 49,000 in attendance at Yankee Stadium. To see the last opening day introduction of Mariano Rivera. He gets the biggest ovation, but wouldn't see the mound in this one thanks largely to missed chances. Yanks down 4-0 in the third. Runner on second for Robinson Cano. Shot to left, caught by Jackie Bradley Jr. Cano goes 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. Fourth inning, bases loaded. Jason Nix strikes out, but next batter, Francisco Cervelli. A base hit down the left field line cuts the Yankee deficit in half, but that's as close as the Yankees would get. Another chance in the 7th, but former Red Sox Kevin Youkilis strikes out. Yanks lose 8-2 on opening day. Just 6 hits for the Yankee offense. A tough loss on opening day, but hey, there's still more than 160 games to be played, and Kevin, the next one of those is Wednesday, but we will have more highlights from Game 1, and we'll have a live report with Pat O'Keefe. You're Kevin O'Keefe.
I'm Kevin McCabe. You're worried about him already.
Names, a lot of Yankee names.
You're going to be the next one on the disabled list.
I hope not. I'm going to be very careful.
The Yankees are all on the DL.
We got to wait at least a month to see some of these guys come back, and hopefully that month is going by quick.
All right, we hope so.
Yes.
Thanks, Dan. Well, not only are the Yankees a team, they are a brand, and that brand brings in a lot of big bucks. So on opening day, local merchants are hoping to cash in on the excitement. Our Alicia Laventure brings us that part of the story from the stadium.
Tens of thousands of pumped-up Yankee fans swarmed the streets around the stadium on opening day.
The number here for help for extra opening day.
Abadi needs double the staff at Yankee Souvenir to handle the crowds. He says it's always his best day for business, but this year was off to a slow start.
I mean, we get on a little bit business, but not like last year and the year before.
But it's a different vibe over at the Yankee Fragrance Truck.
Being here for opening day, we get to take part in, what the excitement is.
Alyssa Adsef, like many merchants, says a lot of prep work goes into opening day.
We've been planning for about a month and just, getting everything together and working out the location.
A lot of fans are here.
Jay Perez and his son are a DJ duo promoting for a local bar. Jay says opening day is an occasion for him to market his business.
We're looking at the long picture. The long picture is we started off on opening day. Everybody puts in their efforts, and then we keep doing it through the season.
Whether it's candy, caps, or beer bargains, the name of the game is making a sale on River Avenue, even if it means cashing in on the competition.
This is a place where you get your Yankee shirts.
And even if they come decked out in Yankee garb, fans like Trish Latora can't help but buy more.
You go to all of them and see which one you like as far as what merchandise they have, and go from there. It's just amazing. Yankees are amazing. Win or lose, we love them.
From Yankee Stadium, Alicia Laventure reporting, News 12, The Bronx.
I'm Ken McCabe. Still ahead, it's a stinky situation at one Bronx apartment building. We're back in just 2 minutes.
I'll be right out.
Got a little time on your hands? Make the most of it with News 12 on your smartphone.
Just a few more, honey. Ooh, these are cute. Just another minute.
Breaking news, local weather, and everything you love about News 12 on any mobile device the moment it happens.
Isn't this fun? This is perfect for your cousin's wedding.
With News 12 on your smartphone or iPad, you can make the most of your time anytime.
How does it look?
It's amazing.
We've all got a lot to do. I can't have anything holding me back. I need to know what's happening. With the News 12 app, I get it all.
For you on News 12 The Bronx.
My news, my traffic, and my weather. Either at home or on the go, it's News 12 wherever I need it.
Download the News 12 app. It's free with your Optimum subscription.
The News 12 app. It's as local news gets.
looking ahead at the rest of the day's weather, you'll note... Can I help you? Well, I thought we're doing weather in twos now. No, it's weather on the twos. News 12 is weather on the twos. I get it.
News 12 The Bronx is weather on the twos, only on Cablevision. If you see breaking news or have an interesting event, call us at 718-861-6800 or email us news12bx@news12.com.
Summer day ends in tragedy when a police car and dirt bike crash and kill one rider. Today, the two police officers that were in that squad car that day testified in court as their surviving rider stands trial. Our Sarah Kruger explains why both sides say they were in the right.
A police car hit a dirt bike back in August, leaving one of its riders injured and the other dead. But beyond that, there's little to nothing that both sides can agree on. The surviving dirt bike passenger, Adam Gonzalez, is facing charges of reckless endangerment and driving without a motorcycle license. Today in court, both police officers from that car that hit the dirt bike testified in court. The officers, McLean and Santos, say they were chasing the bikers because they were posing danger to others, going the wrong way down a one-way street. But the defense says that's all a lie that was made up to cover the bikers' death.
This was a situation that was avoidable. It could have been prevented. And if you look at the videotape, this was nothing more than an unprovoked assault upon my client by the NYPD.
One officer, McLean, the one that was driving the car that day, was questioned for more than 2 hours in court Monday, and he's due back again in court next week. From the Bronx Hall of Justice, Sarah Kruger, News 12 The Bronx.
Cleanup continues at a building in Belmont where the toilets and sinks backed up Sunday, sent wastewater down the halls of 2311 Southern Boulevard and right into the apartments. Many tenants say the water destroyed their clothes, mattresses, and furniture. Plumbing's now fixed and the water is gone, but it's left its mark. Tenants say they spent a night mopping their apartments, some with their own towels and sheets.
I had gotten some bleach and just doused it in the water because I know myself I had to get down and use the sheets, my sheet sets, my towels.
Reliant Realty manages the building. It says it plans to compensate tenants for any legitimate damage caused by the flood. All right, Chris Nellen now. Well, we're not getting any floods out there, but sure changed a lot from the beautiful day we had, Chris.
It has. What a tease. Talk about a multi-personality weather day out there. We had warmer temperatures, now back into the 40s, and some rain showers. And those rain showers are bringing those colder numbers right now. And then they are light, though, moving on throughout the Bronx. Nothing too heavy, but you can actually see that break in the action out towards the west. Some snow over upstate New York. That will be staying up north, not towards us. It will be just on the chilly side throughout the overnight because of that passage of that cold frontal boundary. But we will notice those differences in temperatures coming up by your Tuesday morning. Notice into the 30s by the time you're getting ready for school and work, and then only rising throughout the 40s for tomorrow afternoon with breezy conditions. So throughout tonight, those showers departing, clearing will take an effect, but notice these temperatures only in the 30s, anywhere from, say, Throgs Neck back up to Pelham Parkway. But then for your Tuesday, right around the upper 40s shall do it, maybe eking out a little 50-degree mark there, northern portion of the state, and then of course the county that would be. And looking ahead, you can see temperatures starting to rebound nicely by Wednesday, Thursday, and near 60 for the weekend.
Thanks, Chris. I'm Kevin McCabe. A fatal crash on the Bruckner Expressway kills 2 people. Still ahead, we've got the latest on the hit and run.
Hi, Sarah Owens. I'm here for my 3 o'clock. Yeah, the doctor's running a little bit late today, but you could just go ahead and make yourself comfortable.
Why is it that your 3 o'clock never happens at 3 o'clock? Now, extra time isn't wasted time with News 12 on your smartphone or iPad.
Yeah, he saw you.
It's the News 12 The Bronx that you love.
The time now is 3:50.
Anywhere, anytime you want it.
Miss Owens, the doctor will see you now. I'll be there in a moment.
News 12 The Bronx. That's as local news gets. News 12 The Bronx is the one weather to watch.
News 12 is now weather on the twos.
Watch me for the weather in your borough on the twos.
All day, the forecast in your neighborhood on the twos.
All night, News 12 is the one weather to watch.
News 12 The Bronx is weather on the twos. News 12 The Bronx, only on Cablevision, never on Fios, never on satellite.
Looking ahead at the rest of the day's weather, you'll note. Can I help you? Well, I thought we're doing weather in twos now. No, it's weather on the twos. News 12 is weather on the twos. I get it.
News 12 The Bronx is weather on the twos, only on Cablevision. The News 12 app for your iPhone has a new look, new features, and all your local news, weather, and traffic. Download it today, free from the App Store. If you see breaking news or have an interesting event, call us at 718-861-6800 or email us news12bx@news12.com.
Two men are struck and killed while crossing Bruckner Boulevard early this morning. Now police are hunting for the driver who sped away. Our Carmen Grant reports from Port Morris.
This was the gruesome scene of a fatal hit and run that left two men dead on this busy roadway.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
It happened around 4:30 Monday morning on Bruckner Boulevard near Cypress Avenue in Port Morris. Bronxites who live in the area say the two victims were day laborers and were often seen at this gas station waiting for work. Some say the men may have been homeless. Bronxites we spoke with say this location was a known hangout spot for day laborers. Others say that this spot was where some of them slept.
I be seeing them and they stay like right under there. I always see them every day practically.
Police are looking for the vehicle that struck the two men and sped off. Bronxites say they often saw them jump the guardrail and cross the Bruckner, like you see these men doing, who neighbors say knew the victims.
They always drinking. They always drinking, but I ain't never think a tragedy like that would happen to them.
In Port Morris, Carmen Grant, News 12 The Bronx.
If you know anything that can help cops find the driver of that car, call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-577-TIPS. You can also text your tips, find out how, at news12.com. Distracted Driving Awareness Month began today. The campaign is trying to keep drivers' eyes off their cell phones and on the road. New national poll by AT&T reveals that 43% of drivers admit to texting while driving, calling it a habit. And experts say the problem goes way beyond handheld cell phone calls. 3/4 of distracted driving injuries and deaths are unrelated to cell phones. Putting on makeup and eating while driving can also be distracting.
It's not that important, and if it's an emergency, it can wait. You can always respond back. All you have to do is just pull over. It's no big deal.
Don't do it, because that was 1-2 seconds that you're texting. You could slam into another car, you could go into a ditch.
Tonight we're asking, what is your biggest distraction while driving? Is it your cell phone, eating, or the kids? You can vote on our question of the day at news12.com or channel 612. Former Bronx Community Pride Center Executive Director Lisa Winters is sentenced to 2 to 6 years in prison. Winters admitted to embezzling approximately $143,000 in charitable assets from Bronx Pride. As part of the embezzlement scheme, 49-year-old issued checks from Bronx Pride to herself to pay for personal dog walking services and a trip to Africa. She also used more than $43,000 worth of the charity's money to pay off her personal credit card. Bronx Community Pride Center is now defunct. I'm Ken McCabe, and you're watching News 12 The Bronx. We'll have more from Yankee Stadium, where the Yankees open the 2013 season. Highlights and a live report coming up in sports.
I'll be right out.
Got a little time on your hands? Make the most of it with News 12 on your smartphone.
Just a few more, honey. Ooh, these are cute. Just another minute.
Breaking news, local weather, and everything you love about News 12 on any mobile device the moment it happens.
Isn't this fun? This is perfect for your cousin. cousin's wedding.
With News 12 on your smartphone or iPad, you can make the most of your time anytime.
How does it look?
It's amazing.
We've all got a lot to do. I can't have anything holding me back. I need to know what's happening. With the News 12 app, I get it all.
For you on News 12 The Bronx.
My news, my traffic, and my weather. Either at home or on the go, it's News 12 wherever I need it.
Download the News 12 app. It's free with your Optimum subscription.
The News 12 app. It's as local news gets.
In the Bronx since 1982.
Pat, this is Kevin. Can you hear me? Hello, Pat.
I hear you, Kevin. Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank you.
News 12 The Bronx is Weather on the Twos, only on Cablevision. If you see breaking news or have an interesting event, call us at 718-861-6800 or email us news12bx@news12.com.
Okay, time for our weather on the twos. Over to Chris Snell, and boy, that day really felt good for a while there, Chris.
Yeah, what a tease, I'll tell you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it just what's to come, though. You know, something we have April now. We're going to look at that sunshine. They'll be a little bit warmer. Days are going to get better here. But notice the radar behind me. This is representing those changes coming our way. Colder air in place, and it is sliding through with some showers and breezy conditions. So expect kind of one of those dicey evenings, but then improving weather as we progress towards the latter part of the evening hours. So some good news in sight, but still chilly out there. So for your Tuesday, where are we going? How about a hyperlocal look down into Hunts Point? Good spot to be. Temperatures will be on the chillier side, chillier than today. 48 degrees for your high tomorrow. It will be on the breezy side, and notice those winds coming out of the west-northwest tonight around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight falling back to 34 degrees. We just can't get rid of winter. Showers will be ending, and of course we're going to see some clearing, but again noticeably colder as you go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow morning especially. Temperatures for your Tuesday, how about this? 48 degrees. Now we're below normal. Today we were above. A little bit of flip-flop here with sunshine and clouds mixed. It'll be breezy though. That westerly breeze is a drying wind, but still you'll feel it, especially with those temperatures in the 40s. Now looking ahead, notice on that hyperlocal 7-day with your weekend always in view, we have the upper 40s around for your Tuesday and Wednesday, sunshine and clouds mixed. And then for your Thursday, lots of sunshine, but look at those temperatures getting near 60. Another storm system approaches, bringing a shower or two for Friday, and then the weekend is nice and dry. How about that? First full weekend of April, temperatures near 60.
All right, sounds great. Dan Serafin here now with sports and opening day at Yankee Stadium. And I bet a bunch of fans at the stadium were saying, who are those guys in pinstripes? They don't look too familiar. Maybe if they turned around, they could see a name on the back.
That souvenir program that they charge you like $10 for on the way in. This year, you actually might need that to just keep track of everybody. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the Yankees opening day lineup. On the mound, though, CC Sabathia, 4th season in a row. He's the Yanks opening day starter, but he hasn't had much success. An ERA over 5 on opening day in his career. He's off to a strong start this afternoon, though. Is big number 52 on the hill. First inning, Sabathia, a pair of Ks. First, it's Shane Victorino going down swinging. Then it's Mike Napoli creating a breeze. But trouble comes in the second inning. 1 run already in. Bases loaded. Victorino this time gets the better of Sabathia. Lines it to left. That brings in 2 more. Yankees trail 4-0 after 2. And as for offense, well, the Bronx Bombers were silent. Only 6 hits total. The Yanks fall on opening day to the Red Sox 8-2. Our Pat O'Keefe is on the field at the stadium. It's too early to panic, right, Pat?
Dan, it's always time to panic here in the Bronx. You know that. You know, seriously, though, Yankee fans who are nervous will point to this game as a microcosm for just how bad this season might be. A rough day for CC Sabathia and the pitching staff. Very little timely hitting from the lineup. But the message from the team afterward was that it's just one game in a very long 162-game season.
It's one game. That's the conclusion I draw. You don't make too much of it, you know. everyone wants to get off to a great start, and everyone wants to go 3 for 4 and drive in a couple runs, but it just doesn't happen that way. So you come back to work Wednesday night.
You can't look at what we don't have. We have to look at what we have. You know, we obviously have a lot of great, talented guys. So you can't sit here and say, I can't wait for these guys. Well, we got to play with what we have now. When we get those guys back, whenever that is, that's a great addition.
It's always disappointing not pitching well, and this is no different. Opening day, game 1 of playoffs, July 1st. It doesn't matter. So you always want to pitch well and try to give the team a chance to win, and I didn't do that today.
In recent history, this 8-2 loss to the Red Sox, something of an anomaly. The Yankees had won their last 11 games when beginning the season here at home. You have to go back to 1982. That was the last time the Yankees played game number 1 in the Bronx and lost. What does it mean? I have no idea. Maybe it's just another sign that times are changing around here. That's the story from Yankee Stadium. Dan, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Pat. And the Mets also opening the season today at home, hosting the San Diego Padres. The Mets victorious in 33 of their last 43 opening day games. Heading into this afternoon with R.A. Dickey gone and Johan Santana injured, it's John Neese getting the start in the opener and pitching well. Strikes out Cody Ransom to end the second. 4 Ks on the day for Neese, giving up only 4 hits. He gets an RBI with the bat as well. And in the 7th, speaking of the bat, that's Colin Cowgill with the bases loaded, a grand slam. The first Met opening day grand slam since Todd Hundley back in 1995. It was all Mets in this one. They win it 11-2. So Kevin, on the first day of the regular season, it's the Mets fans and the Mets themselves that will proudly walk around with their blue NY hat, and the Yankee fans maybe slumping down a little bit.
Thanks, Dan. Well, the Bronx is mourning the loss of the first gorilla born right here in the Big Apple. Bronx Zoo officials say that Patty Cake died yesterday at the age of 40. She was under medical care for chronic cardiac issues when she died. Zookeepers say Patty Cake was mother to 10 baby gorillas who are now in zoos across the country.
She was integral in contributing to the propagation of the gorilla species in North America. She had 10 offspring herself, including 1 set of twins, which is pretty unique among gorillas.
10 years after her birth at the Central Park Zoo, Patty Cake joined the gorillas you're seeing here in the Bronx Zoo. Generations of Bronxites remember her fondly, and people we spoke to were saddened by the news.
I was on the way to the Bronx Zoo right now to see the gorilla. And it's devastating.
I wish every animal could live forever, like human being too, but I think every animal gotta go just the same way like we're human beings.
I'm Kevin McCabe. We've got team coverage of opening day in the Bronx, including how the first day of this season is helping business owners on River Avenue.